Cuban rejoices as the Dallas Mavericks continue this trend, this home road thing. The road team has won every game in the series, and they take this one 105-100. Doncic, 42, 8 rebounds, career playoff high, 14 assists.
No, he's not sitting at home.
After his guarantee.
He hasn't been home all day.
No, he hasn't been home all day.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about exactly what that guarantee was. That the Mavs will lose 4 straight, and that's not happening. Wow. Okay, I'm going to look for an explanation from you on how this happens, but tell me from your experience. Could you go back to '95, and you're the lower seed, so you got to open up at San Antonio, and then your series looks a lot like this one.
100%. When you come out, we won 2 games in San Antonio. We had just come off a big series, super excited.
This the MVP year?
This is the year that he didn't get the MVP.
And he went off in San Antonio.
So we went 2 down there. And then there's a natural human aspect of relaxing. No matter how much you want to get your adrenaline going, you're saying, I'm going home. And then when they win game 3, that puts the pressure back on you. Mm-hmm. And so now it's back to an even playing field. They beat us there. And I just remember, and coming off the plane, we come off the team plane, San Antonio, and the first thing I said, man, it's good to be home. And then I didn't know that would have any impact. I was just trying to get myself kind of motivated.
Yeah.
And Dream said, man, I'm glad you said that. I remember we're good here. So we went on. Akeem was Akeem, Vernon was Vernon, and the rest of the team was the rest. I mean, it was just then. It was like you needed some. You have to have a relaxing element because you know that they feel like you felt, like, oh, we can relax now. We've got the home court back, and you really don't have it back.
Yeah, I mean, and in this game, again, Luka, 42, 14 assists, spectacular. And when I asked you about him in that first rip, I'm asking as a guy who, the only one on this set who has faced this guy, what are you facing when you face Luka Doncic?
You're facing a guy who's in total control of the game. You know, I think the most incredible thing about Luka is the pace that he plays at. You're not speeding him up. He's going to get the shot that he wants. He's going to get all his guys involved. And that's the challenge. And so he's getting the switch. And the Clippers are falling into these switches, and then he's just getting to his spot. And that's been the story of this series.
We'll talk about the Clippers with you, Shaq, in just 1 second. First, let's hear from Ty Lue.
Committed sports foul, and then, when he came out of the game, we had to ask Kawhi to do a lot. I think Kawhi got a little tired. But, PG having 4 fouls early on in that third quarter really hurt us. And so we had some turnovers that led to easy baskets for those guys, and then we couldn't score the ball like we needed to. So only having 21 points in that third quarter, really hurt us offensively.
Obviously, hindsight's 20/20, but I think you put in Zoo for PG at the time. Do you consider putting Terrence in to keep the small lineup out there?
I got to look at it. I don't remember.
Thanks, Ty.
Thanks for it, Sabrina.
Hey, Ty, did you see anything differently about how they were defending Kawhi in this game?
I thought they showed 2 or 3 bodies all night. They packed the paint, to make sure Kawhi got off of it. I thought we got some great shots that we didn't make, and they enticed us to take threes instead of keep attacking because we were so wide open, which we didn't make threes early on in the game. And they made some shots that kind of gave them some confidence, going into it. But I thought we had great shots throughout the night. You're going to make some, you're going to miss some, but it still can't take away from our aggressive attacking the paint, attacking the basket, even though they try to, run a lot of zone, which we still got open shots, so you still can drive it as well. So we got to be better when it comes to playing against the zone.
Thanks. Go to Nick Hamilton.
Hey, Coach, obviously you've been in this situation before, so what is the message now that you're telling your team, especially coming after this loss and going back down to Dallas for Game 6?
We got to win in 7 now.
We'll go to Rachel.
Okay, explain the LA Clippers to me, Shaq.
Well, they're going to have to make a decision. I am no way a defensive specialist, but I played against some amazing scorers, and we've always made 2 decisions. Let him get his, but don't let the help, right? Or shut him down and make the others beat us. Luka didn't get a lot of help, but he got, some help from Tim Hardaway Jr. I never seen that before. A team have 5 stars in double figures, and then,
And lose to
another
the team that has
have-
2 in doubles.
Yeah, 2. I've never seen it before. But you can't let a guy continue to torture you at home with these points. I thought Kawhi Leonard and Paul George were premier defenders. You may have to go back to old school basketball, get over the screen, because Luka's smart. He's dribbling. Oh, I want Patrick Beverley. Switch. Mm-hmm. I want the kid who was afraid to take a leg. He's calling these people out, and then once he gets rolling, it don't matter who you got on. He's already hot.
Yeah, Shaq, you can't go over the screen only because once he goes around, he seals you and plays and keeps you on like you're a 10-year-old. And he keeps you in front of it like you're just dribbling the ball from a 10-year-old and you're just too big. And because he's 6'7", which I was asking Draymond and back, they're the same size, but he's heavier. So now he can keep smaller defenders and bigger defenders on his back because of his width as well. So to me, it becomes, if you don't get through, we have to double. We have to double this guy and make him get 25 assists. I'd rather see him try to get 25 assists, but we know he can get 42 points. And so I think there's a double team that has to curve you, the Clippers. Or if you've gotten through, then you could play mano-a-mano if you're Paul George or you're Kawhi Leonard. And a correction, Vernon Maxwell wasn't on that team. Robert Horry just hit me and said, that was the second year. Stop lying.
Both of y'all are speaking on the defense, which I think is 100% accurate. But when I look at this stat sheet, the thing that jumps out to me, and I know PG was in foul trouble, Reggie Jackson was 6 for 12 from 3. Now, and to Reggie Jackson's credit, he knocked his shots down. But Reggie Jackson can't be 6 for 12 from 3, and Paul George is 7 for 14 from the floor. That is the Dallas Mavericks executing their game plan, which everyone's just saying, get the ball out of Luka's hands. They're saying, hey, PG, we want the ball out of your hands. We want Reggie Jackson shooting at 3. Yeah. We're going to make Reggie Jackson beat us because we know Paul George can beat us. We know Kawhi Leonard can beat us. So what y'all are saying that the Clippers need to do to Dallas, that is exactly what Dallas is doing to the Clippers. Let's make everybody else beat us.
And that goes back to your point. If the Dallas Mavericks had 5 guys in double figures, I don't know if they beat the Clippers. The ball is spread out. That means when it's crunch time, the guy who might have the ball the most wouldn't have it possibly.
Yeah, but you can't let the nicest player on the court have a rhythm taking 37 shots. It ain't like he's 9 for 30. This dude's 17 for 37. He's shooting fadeaways, calling people out, catching out.
You got to double.
Laying them up.
Not just Luka. Any NBA great player who can score, Ernie, you have to double them when they're rolling. Like, there's nobody. Steph Curry gets rolling, you got to double him. Dame Lillard gets rolling, you got to double him. There's no NBA player that can really score the ball that you can continue to play one-on-one and get through screens.
Let's wrap this up the way we started it then, with your recollections of 95. So when you finally break through,
it's ice cream.
You come back for Game 6 in your place.
Ice cream, because you like my saying, your antennas are up. Like, no, we're not doing that again. We're not doing that again. We're not going back. It was like San Antonio. We were like telling the ball boys when we were leaving, hey, see you guys next year. They were like, what are you talking about? Oh, because we're not coming back. We won't see you this year. See you next year. Have a good summer. That's it. We're telling everybody in the arena we're never coming back there. They will never come back to Los Angeles.
Dallas has the lead.
Guaranteed.
Over the Clippers.
You can put it on a thing.
You have too many championships to activate this button.
You have too many championships to activate. But you can put it on a sticky note.
Sorry. You have too many championships to activate this button.
See what else you got. Try it one more time. Let's see what else you got.
Sorry. You do not eat enough donuts to activate this button.
There you go. Okay.
How many you got, Dre? 3?
3. Yeah.
3, 2, 4.
Haven't you heard? 3-time NBA champion, defensive player of the year.